Here he is, Carl. Here he is. I don't even know what it means, but yeah, whatever. Yeah. It won't be long until I've got to do some mandatory testing with Simar. Yeah. You should. That's not too bad once you get going. We'll be doing less soon, not more. It's not very busy at the moment. It's not very busy. No one's got any money. It's normally the busiest time of year. That's the point. I wonder if we can still. Can we use YouTube Studios while on this? Or not YouTube Studios, sorry, TikTok Studio. I know what I mean. Ah, mirror. That's what we don't want. That's better. Readable now? Yeah, practice. That's better. Did you do any more races, Carl? Did you do any more races on Forza? Can I use that stuff? Hmm. I'll do that. Oh, there we go. Is that it? How do you use your flares when you're live? Things loading properly. What's going on? 11 minutes until the race starts. Oh, can you not use your flares when you're in this mode? No, it's the first time I've gone live via the phone. I don't see any options for it. Oh, there we go. You did the genetic racing. That's where it's at. Y- Thanks for the likes. Let's get some driving done. Make sure the wheels tightened up. Nah, don't touch it. Play online and I do a lot of community events and stuff. Well, I've been doing it for 20 years, so I know just get part of it eventually. Uh-oh. Phone decided to do a kamikaze off the table. I need something to hold this, really. No. I have a I have a tripod, but it's for my webcams. It's not for my phone. Well, my webcam screw into like one of these ports. I have two tripods actually. I don't know. I wonder if I can get it to balance somewhere. I feel like this isn't gonna go well. Hmm. I actually have an idea. Oh, this also means I can charge my phone at the same time. My genius scares myself. Oh no. Oh, apparently plugging in your phone into the charger disconnects the TikTok Live.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You're a super. You can do better than this. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do better than this. Come on, boy. Please, please, come on. Please, please. Come on, boy. Second up in. Sixth place. Thank you. Move up way.
Are you already in the race? Where am I
I'm
starting?
already in the race.
I am starting 10th.
No, I'm already in the race, man. I'm doing a full lap.
Oh, there's actually some fast people in this lobby too.
I'm doing all races.
Right, let's see what we can do.
So 24. Come on, boy.
Are we not battling anymore? I have no idea how to even start the battles. There you go. You got many viewers? Race is about to start. Concentration mod. For some reason I don't think my car's got the setup on it. Feels a little strange. Son of a bitch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Netz official 156. Я не понимаю, нет русский. Crank set. What's a crank set? Ah, bonjour, monsieur. I've been noticing this a lot lately. Why can't I seem to get the draft off people? It's strange why I'm so far off pace. Thanks, man. Definitely slow for some reason though, and I do not know why. How come I start with 3?
Set a right bumper and left bumper. It's blink line B.
Right. Wonder if I had the wrong car. Let's try this one then. Let's go.
Should be a good race. Welcome to the big show.
I want to hit this, guys. Ooh. I definitely felt a lot better on the launch. This tune felt definitely better. Stop going down into first, Jesus. Yep. People should be coming online shortly to start testing. Yeah. You need to get ready for next season. Yeah, I race with a whole group. Thanks for the likes. It's frustrating. Thanks for the repost and the like, Gamer Girl. Appreciate it. One more lap, come on. You can pick up a wheel pretty cheap these days. Moved in the braking zone.
What did you come in that one then?
8th, up 5 places from where I started.
Oh, mate, if you were near me, I would have said, fuck it, I'd have come up tonight for a bit.
I live very far from you.
Which is annoying. Yeah, because I would have said I'd come up and do some gaming up with you.
Uh, you need to remember I have kids in the house who are sleeping. They've got school in the morning as well. And the wife that wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Yeah, but she might not put up with you. Oh, where is everyone? Because I play with people from America, not England. I do.
Is that what you're doing now?
No, that's not what I'm doing now. I'm just doing public lobbies. That's what I always do. Sponsorship. Oh, Kyle, I mean, get fucked. I ain't racing there. It's not a racetrack. Kyle Army's awful. Not Kyle Army, fucking for Judy Kaido or whatever is good. Ooh. GT2 Nürburgring. Oh yeah, that's more like it. What is the cycle production? Oh no, fuck that. What's your rating so far? Oh, which car do we use in the GT2 cars? I have all the cars. I have also 36 million credits, which I can pretty much buy any car I want.
You know what? I think if we got a bunch of slow pokes and nervous Nellies in this lobby, I already know I'm gonna smoke all y'all. It's gonna be like Building 7.
Inside the steering wheel.
Sorry?
Inside the steering wheel.
No. It's got the Xbox buttons and stuff.
That's sick. No, I need to get myself something like that. It's fucking expensive.
You can get this for like 200 quid. Right. So what we can do. I'm faster on controller than I am Will. I just prefer the immersion of playing on the wheel. I've done quite a few 24-hour races on controller though. The only benefit of using the wheel is you can drink while you're driving. When you have both hands on controller, you can't really do that. On the controller, I remapped mine to X. Well, X and B. B for up, X for down. Saying that, it might be that from standard these days. I mean, the old ones used to be on the triggers. Yeah, the cat doesn't like that though. That's a bit shit. Wow, someone's on a 707. That's ridiculous. Don't worry. I'm only 10 seconds faster a lap. He will not be happy with that one. Oh, I just got beat though. Damn. Al's Tito. 649. Jesus Christ, that's fast. What car's he up in? BMW M6. Damn. $648. Chevy. Nah, it's a 7-minute lap, so. Where is everyone though? Expected some people to be on by now. I don't know, maybe we'll wait and I'll finish. I don't know, I don't have that set. Don't use it. Fucking hate this car. Hate it with a passion. In the snow as well. Shit.
Starts 6 left, 4 right. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 left, into 4 right short, 40, 1 right. And crest. And 3 left, opens long, 80.
Fucking hell.
3 right short, over crest, 70. Caution, 6 right, tightens 4, over crest, into 3 left sharp, 30. 3 right over crest, 30. Turn hairpin left. 150.
Thanks. Oh, thanks for the roses. Appreciate it.
6 right short, into 6 left, slowing, into 6 right over crest, 40. Left over crest, into turn 2 right,
Oh.
50.
Driving a Lancia Stratos and it's an absolute
Turn 2 right, tightens.
killer.
And left over crest, 50. Left over crest, into 5 right short, don't cut, into left over crest, 40.
Oh.
5
No.
left, half long. And 4 right
Just,
short.
it just feels like the
50,
front wheels are
30,
not
crest.
connected
Sudden 1
to the
left,
wheel at
into
all.
hairpin right, short. And slight left, 40. Finish. 6 left, 4 right, good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 left, into 4 right short, 40, 1 right, and crest. And 3 left, opens long, 80. 3 right short, over crest, 70. Caution, 6 right, tightens 4, over crest, into 3 left sharp, 30. 3 right over crest, 30.
Catch it.
Turn hairpin left, 150. 6 right short, into 6 left, slowing, into 6 right over crest, 40, left over crest, into turn 2 right, 50, turn acute hairpin left, 40, turn 2 right, tightens, and left over crest, 50, left over crest, into 5 right short, don't cut, into left over crest, 40, 5 left, half long, and 4 right short, through dip, 30, crest, sudden 1 left, into hairpin right, short, and slight left, 40. Finish.
Oh, it's a hell of a lot better than the first one. This is WRC. Hey, I'm just gonna fucking send it.
Starts 6 left, 4 right, good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 left, into 4 right short, 40, 1 right, and crest. And 3 left, opens long, 80. 3 right short, over crest, 70. Caution, 6 right, tightens 4, over crest, into 3 left sharp, 30. 3 right over crest, 30, turn hairpin left, 150. 6 right short, into 6 left, slowing, into 6 right over crest, 40, left over crest, into turn 2 right, 50. Turn acute hairpin left, 40, turn 2 right, tightens, and left over crest, 50. Left over crest, into 5 right short, don't cut, into left over crest, 40, 5 left, half long, and 4 right short, through dip, 30, crest, sudden 1 left, into hairpin right, short, and slight left, 40. 3 left over crest, don't cut, 70. 3 right, half long, opens, and left over crest, and crest, 60. 1 left short, and slide right, tightens 2, into 2 left sharp, and crest, into slide right, long, into right over crest, into 6 left, bad dip, and 4 left sharp, 70. 6 right, very long.
This is a
one right short and
frickin'
slide
workout.
right. Into one left short and 5 right, 30. 5 right over crest, opens, into slight left, 30. Slowing, 5 left, into crest, 30. 1 left, 40. Crest. Sudden 5 left. Into slight right, 50. Lead 1 right. And slight left, 40. Caution, lead 5 right, tightens over crest, 90. Slight left, caution, right over bump. Into slight left. Tightens 1, short, 60. Left over bump. And 4 left, opens long. And late 6 right, over crest, into slight left, slowing, 40. 1 right, opens, 30. Caution, late 1 left. And 5 right, into crest. Sudden spare right, into 6 left, into 6 right over crest, 30. Three right short, over crest, 30. 4 left, through dip, 30. Crest, into 5 left, 40. 6 right, tightens over crest, 50. Slowing, 6 left, and sudden 2 right, over crest, 30. 2 left. And 4 right short, over crest, and 2 left, 50. Slight right, over crest, 50. Slowing, 6 left, tightens, into slight right, and 4 right, into 3 left short, 50. 2 left, 100.
Oh shit.
Over finish, hairpin right, to stop. Okay, that's a 6 minute, 23.1.
It's frickin' that's insane that. How bad does the car look? I can't see. Whew. The 2 squares.
Starts 70, acute hairpin right. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 70. Turn acute hairpin right, don't cut, and slight left, 60. Left over jump, 40. 6 right.
Fuck.
Into 5 left short, into 5 right, and slight left over crest, and crest, and 5 left sharp, 30. 6 left over crest, turn 1 right, 30, turn square left, late, 40. 6 right, and left over crest, into slide right, 60. Caution, 4 left sharp, and slide right, into 3 left, 3 right short, into slide
No.
left. And slide right, 30. Lead 2 left.
Oh, come on.
tightens. Into 1 right, open
think I broke my steering because it doesn't want to do what I want it to do.
Into 5 right, opens, 40. 2 left short, over crest, 90. Caution, left over bump, 30. 2 left sharp, into 2 right short. And 2 left, into 2 right. And 4 left short, over crest, 60. 5 right,
Oh, this car is impossible.
4 right, opens and tightens, over crest, 30. 3 left, slowing, 30. Turn 1 right, and 5 left, half long, brake. And 4 right short, into 6 left, and crest. And 1 right, into square left, and 5 right. And 6 left, tightens, into slide right, into 2 left short, into 6
Oh,
right,
you bastard.
opens, 40. 4 left short, into 4 right sharp, over crest, 70. 5 right short, 70, left over crest, finish, 80. 5 right, okay, that's a 7-minute, 47.4.
That car is insane. Oh. I gotta be on that, right? Right. Shit. Hey man, you good?
How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. I've done the first 2 stages and I'm still alive. Somehow.
Yeah, there's not
Like,
many places to die on that one for falling off of something, but still a lot of rocks and shit to hit.
well, I hit plenty of rocks, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't fast at any point because just a little bit too much throttle and that thing's all over sideways.
Yep. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't really do those very much. They're pretty wonky.
Hey, gentlemen.
Enemy, how's it going, dude?
You know, I have a lot more free time all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Lose your job?
They no longer require my services.
Ah, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. Shit happens. I always knew it was going to be a temporary gig anyways, unless the person who I was doing a favor for bought that store, so.
Yeah.
Alright, what are we driving?
I don't know.
Um, would you like to see the Supra versus Skyline?
Which
I
Supra,
was
which Skyline?
The R32 versus the 93 Supra?
uh, speaking of those, something didn't come out right in the thing the other night. I was gonna get it corrected and posted if so that way they're like the builds are shared easy.
Yeah. 1 second.
But you can't do 265 width tires square on the car?
On which car?
On the Supra?
I'm pretty sure mine was 265. Let's just double check it.
There's 265 front width, but there's no rear width. And then like my build came like 1 PI off from where yours was or something, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Upgrading tune.
Damn thing with my Supra.
Oh, it's 295 on the rear, that's why. So 265,
That's like
295.
completely different.
Okay.
Are we putting the fender flares on it?
No, we're not.
Why do you hate fun?
They are plenty of fun.
Is there a build list for these posted somewhere, or does somebody have to read
Well,
it
I
off
was
for me?
gonna say I was gonna work on that, but something ended up not lined up right. So,
So we've got fuel race, ignition. I wrote it out when
yeah,
it was
just a
pretty
second.
late last night.
Let me grab mine and see what. Cause like mine ended up, I think 1 PI off from where yours was. Wasn't yours 587?
Yeah, 587, yeah.
Yeah, so mine's 588, and I don't even have like I just assumed you meant 255 front and rear. So I gotta see how much it'll go up when I add PI or when I add rear tire to it. Yeah, so I'm 596. How the hell am I so far off?
Okay, let's go through. So through
Is it
the fuel and
this?
air.
Nope, that's not it.
Have you put the ballast in the car?
Where'd he go?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got 276 and 271 power. So 276
No, I
horsepower.
have 282 and 277.
You've got too much
Oh,
power
I
then.
think I found one thing. Yeah, I
So
put race exhaust instead of sport exhaust.
there we go.
There we go. That's closer now.
Yes.
Now
So
I'm still 585.
have you got 276 and 271 on the power now?
Yeah.
So you got race brakes, sport
Yep.
springs, race bars,
Yep.
race weight reduction, race cage, light
Yeah.
ballast.
Yep.
Then you got race tires, 265, 295. Did you put the correct wheels, the
Okay, I got
Landvac
it.
LS1?
Yeah, I got it now.
You got it? Okay.
Alright, sorry,
Okay.
I'm late.
No problem. I'm not really doing anything yet anyway. I was pretty late too.
Yeah, I was wondering where
Okay,
everyone was.
so
So
now
I
that
did the
should
first two
be
things
that
of the
my
rally.
okay, so 587 horsepower, 2942. And when we were testing this, we were thinking about using it for like the one-off race, maybe when we get back from the start of the season. Okay, I can just fucking post the build list in the Discord. Uh, they're probably lower priority to test than stuff for a full season, but anyway, there's the thing for it.
God damn it.
We need to drive the
Yeah, and
gun.
like we need to
so-
test a little bit. We also just need to do some sort of brainstorming kind of stuff too. Just to figure out what we're gonna do for some things coming up, and say if we're gonna try to do another crown jewel season. Like, are we starting one off early in the year, or are we just starting in April again with Bathurst?
I think we should start the season with a one-off, but then do a crown jewel like partway through the season.
Yeah.
Daytona, but better, I reckon.
Yeah. I have two ideas for it. We could do the Camel GT 2.0 thing with the Cadillac and the Corvette E-Ray, or we could do like a dumb vintage one.
I'm
So,
2 pounds too heavy.
Did you put the race hood
yeah,
on
what
it?
the fuck? I changed mine and now.
Yes.
Have you tried Ozempic?
Not for lack of being advertised at it.
Have you seen the way people look after like all these celebrities that are on it? They all look like swooshback alien face and stuff.
Is there supposed to be a
Maybe that's
flywheel
just the
on this?
plastic surgery, yeah.
No.
You're
No
good,
flywheel.
fine.
What happened? What happened to mine? I fixed it and it said 287. Then now when I quit and oh, I didn't take my. I guess I went exit without saving or something instead when I changed that.
Yeah, I'm at 587, but I'm at 2944 instead of 2942.
Let's see what mine is.
The only thing
Yeah,
that
it's supposed to be that. That's correct. I just fucked that up
okay,
because I.
as long as my car was
There we
built
go.
correct.
You could just edit image and replace them.
Let's build it as a 5-speed.
There's the updated one. Okay. Yeah, what fucked it up was when I backed out without saving. Apparently, my change for the front tire, that's when it's 2942 is when it's got 255 in the front instead.
Mm.
Let's see, I'll change to Hockenheim. We've done some testing there. They're pretty fun there. We can do like a wet race and a dry race. And also, it means that we did Hockenheim, so we don't have to try to do it in a fucking season or whatever. Can't accuse us of not doing Hockenheim.
To be honest, they do drive pretty good here, though.
Yeah, yeah, it suits them pretty well, I think.
The touring car spec.
But yeah, so what we do for the season might also impact what we do for the one-off. Like if we end up doing the Chevron, then we'd probably do something more modern for the first crown jewel or something. These things kind of fit nicely in the middle, so we don't have to worry about them. But yeah, if we end up doing something else, then we can do vintage for a thing and see how it goes.
I do like the idea of the Chevron because I think it drives pretty fucking good.
Sport.
Yeah.
Cage, no ballast.
But I think the Lamborghini will be a lot less hassle.
Yeah.
That's right. Trim.
Other than that, I don't think there's much. There's the Miata and the Corsa. Like I say, part of me doesn't want to follow up slow spec season with slow spec season, but it would be pretty significantly different. Like I say, if it worked out, it could open up, like, it'd be good to know that sooner than later, because it could open up some doors for other multi-car things that don't require as much balance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that'd be my only temptation to run it despite that problem.
I think that'd be good to use for the season after, personally, rather than the next season. So we
Yeah.
do like the slightly faster car, and then we go back to it. All right, let's see how this thing launches with what I've set it at. Oh, pretty good.
Steering is so much lighter than the fucking Sentra.
Need to remove some front bar. What lap time were we doing yesterday?
I don't remember. I want to say 51s, but
51.6 or something, wasn't it?
yeah. Fucking knows.
Struggling to get this just bite on that front end.
Yeah.
nowhere near a 5-1.
Maybe 2016 was what we were doing in the rain. That's why I remember 16.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
So
Not bad.
55.
I think it'll work good for a one-off, as far as being pretty drivable and manageable for everybody.
55.5 with the Skyline. Just jump into the Super and see what comes up.
Move, cat. Fuck.
I saw a clip with Nosey today on the Reddit. He's not banned. I haven't seen him for a while, so I was starting to wonder. He was deliberately turning into someone who slightly bonked him on the brakes and didn't impact anything and then tried to pass him at the next corner. So it's a shame the guy's clip didn't also get the voice chat, as I'm sure that was great. He's on that TechQ guy's friends list who didn't show up to, like, he was like, cool, a front wheel drive season. I haven't done one of those in a long time. That sounds great. And then just didn't do anything, which is fine with me, kind of, but. And we tested them in the rain and in the dry, so I figured we could do either a wet race and a dry race, or a wet, a dry, and then a wet to dry race or something.
Yeah, I like the idea. Mixing it up. I think wet to dry would probably be more beneficial because of the front wheel drive, the four wheel drive with the sky in there.
Yeah. It would depend on how we did it, though, too. Like, there might be a way to make it. No, probably not. So this isn't a terribly long pit lane. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're. I mean, wet to dry is definitely the simplest way to handle it since one car is all-wheel drive and the other isn't. But I don't know if there's a way that we could maybe use that to make the kind of an interesting one with staying out in worse conditions with the all-wheel drive on slicks versus having to pit straight away for the wets with the rear-wheel drive car or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We would have to work it out to see if we can do that. Kiwi, you building a car? Or you already in it?
I'm building.
Nothing wrong. Yeah, and like something that would be interesting for, like, if we were to do a not quite Daytona thing, then it'd be a good excuse to do a multi-class thing. But I don't know what. Like, we didn't have too many people for the Trans Am one either. I Road America. And that one still wasn't bad. Like, it ended up being an interesting race with us in the upper class. And then like Ball clearly had the lower class, but then I think there were some okay battles for a while in other classes, and people made mistakes and it spaced out.
I was gonna say, I actually
So
almost had ball in the lower class.
I couldn't remember whether. But yeah, so like I don't know if that's like just do it anyway because it's kind of a fun change of pace, or wait and see what numbers look like, and like maybe have the backup plan, and we just use one of the cars if. I don't know, but I was thinking it would be kind of cool to do the like power cut vintage prototype thing upper class with vintage. I don't know how it would work for like there's the McLaren M1B. Me and Troy played around with it the other day and power cut it to like 290 horsepower. And it's still pretty fast, it's just now it's actually drivable. And like pairing it with like a 65 Mustang or something like that. Would be a way to do something that's a little bit different and vintage if we're not doing the Chevron. And if
Yeah.
we are doing the Chevron, then find something that's more modern to do. Yeah, I forgot to change my tune a little bit. I wanted more rear bar.
Not sure if I like the Supra.
Any particular
The thing
reason?
I don't like about the Supra is like that corner, it's kind of loose. But then this corner just understeers real bad for me most of the time. Of course, as I say that, it went nice and smooth that time. Did you move your brake bias rearward on yours, Anime?
Nope, I didn't fuck with it at all.
Looked like you were locking up the rears on the way into the hairpin.
Yeah, no, it was getting real squirrely under brakes.
So, a 55.5 is what I'm looking for in a Super, right? Pretty sure that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That was an awful exit.
Awful turn, too. Like, we ran him a bit and had him pretty close, but we both just drove one car, and I don't feel confident with my... like, my laps in the Skyline felt pretty good, but it definitely understeered a bit. And I don't have a lot of confidence in my ability to get the most out of it, so... Could actually swap cars like this.
shit.
I hate that fucking corner. Oh, I should have 55.4, but I fucking understeered through the entry into the arena.
I had splits for mid 55s. I just couldn't put a lap together.
I don't know. I could not string a lap together.
Super is definitely easy to do a lap. But that's one of the reasons why it's Godzilla, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty close to the build. I think I had a little bit less tire, but a little bit more power. Oh, I know, sport weight reduction instead of race, I think. To mine, and like it has a little bit of a, like compared to the Skyline that feels more like planted. This thing does like pop up a little bit further when you bonk curbs, like up on two wheels and stuff. It feels like it, like it grabs the ground a little bit less than the Skyline, but it drives pretty good, I think. It's just a lap or two, you sort of get used to the feel of it. It's fine. Yeah, so does this sound good for a one-off race? So we want to try them in the wet for a run here, and then between now and, I mean, it's only a few weeks away, really, but we can do a little bit of double checking with stuff. But we ran them quite a bit the other night, and see, we ran them in moderate rain.
I mean, they feel pretty good. Um,
It seems like a decent comeback from a little break too. Like they're not terribly hard to drive.
Peppy, zippy.
Yeah. So it's not like we're jumping straight into V8 supercars or something that's tricky or go into something that's super slow. Like they're kind of a nice middle ground for everything. Everybody else is taking the Super. I'll grab this guy. Or my alphabet. Actually, no, I'm gonna drive the Super because I haven't driven the Super in the rain yet.
I'll. Ah, okay. I'll do that.
Easier with the right foot.
What happened there, Morbid?
Huh?
Oh, was that Kiwi? Was it?
Yeah.
You're a good Kiwi. Still alive.
Turn, please. Eventually. Fuck.
Like, if this is the harder car to drive in the rain, then this is fine, I think. This thing is not really very hard to drive, so...
As I'm sideways going around the last corner.
Yeah.
For yourself, I've been sideways around every fucking corner.
Using your wheel on me.
Yeah.
Smoothness is key.
Slow feet, fast hands is what you need for rain.
But I just want to mash the loud pedal.
It does sound good, this car, though, right?
It's not better than the Skyline. I don't know what the fuck they did to the R32, but it does not sound very good.
Oops, I used the dry braking point. Painted the thing instead of the curb.
Turn. Okay, go.
The brakes in this thing are fucking awful.
Hold on to it.
The dry braking line's not too far different, though. It's only a little bit earlier, you need to brake.
If, like, for some of the corners it's the same, and for some of them it's a little earlier. It depends on how close to the last corner it is, kind of. Like for turn 2, it's not much different because you go through turn 1 slower. But for the hairpin, it's a little different because you basically the same top speed in the dry or the wet. Burn, bitch. God, fucking hate that corner. I lost a little bit at the end there.
Yeah,
Again,
so
same fucking corner, the right-hander into the arena section. I went down about 2/10 understeering through that fucking thing.
we're only 2/10 roughly off what we were doing yesterday in the same car.
Yeah, with a lot more laps.
I'm gonna switch to
So
the.
yeah, I think they're pretty close, so they're pretty much ready to go for
Yeah.
a one-off event.
Yep. With the laps that we've had between the two, it's neck and neck, isn't it? I don't think it's really going to
Yeah.
matter too much what you pick.
Like, it'd
It
probably be good for you, since you drove the Skyline a bit less than I did, at least the other day, to maybe fiddle with it a little bit, maybe like write down our times that we were doing here, and make sure that it's like my only concern would just be that it'd be kind of like one of those, like say like the Volkswagen, the Cadet or something, where like the lap time's close, but it's hard to like quantify during the race how much of a difference the ease of driving in the all-wheel drive car is going to make. So I have a feeling that like if you're trying to overtake people, going too wide in the Skyline is going to be easier than it is in the Supra, as far as, you know, squirming around next to people and losing more time. So I guess that'd be the only thing, would just be that, you know, does the Supra need any kind of tiny jump to help offset the fact that, you know, like basically we don't want to get to the end of the race, the end of the night, and have people being like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. I could have taken the fucking Supra. It was so much easier to fucking drive, you know, and mad about it.
Oh,
That'd be my only thing that would maybe require a little bit of fiddling. But
yeah.
then
I mean,
again, I don't know what it'd be. You know, what do you give the Supra 2 extra horsepower or something to, you know, help it out, or I don't know.
I think if we just
They are
mention
very
that,
close as they are, though.
if we mention that the Supra is the more difficult car to race with, but if
Yeah,
you're good enough, they can be just as good as each other. I think if you're willing
yeah,
to practice, the Supra is just as good, but the Skyline is the easier option if you just want to jump in and drive.
yeah,
I'd be happy just leaving it at that because, I mean, if I was to pick one of the two to race,
yeah,
I'd definitely pick the Supra. I think
yeah.
just because I think it's just a bit more of an enjoyable drive. But
All right. So, let's say we can maybe even, you know, do a little bit of fiddling with that, but I mean, I think that makes sense for a one-off race. Like I say, like it's kind of a middle ground. It's easy to drive.
yeah,
The format would be, you know, some short races. So that way, if we have kind of low turnout in the first week, it's not like it would be, you know, jumping straight into an hour-long race where it's going to spread out with just 10 people showing up or something.
yeah.
Like the sprint format. I mean, we can figure out whether we want to do a inverted grid for one of the races or something like that, but I think that makes sense. Let's
Can we do
see.
a dry run
So,
on this thing? Oh no.
yeah,
You want to move on? Feel
sure.
good
If
if
you
you
want
want
to
to
do
move
it,
on.
either way.
I only did a dry run in the Skyline. I didn't do one in this thing.
I was smart enough to figure out how to push the. There we go.
I want to switch back to the Skyline for if we're just going to do one more run, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I did want to try something. My usual. Oh, there it is. Didn't load any of my stuff. Drop the bars
I
on the
moved the
front.
brake bias backwards, so hopefully the brakes will work a bit better now.
And I'm making it a bit more front-wheel drive-ish. 35% front.
And then after this, do we want to try the Chevron first and run it a little bit, or do we want to try
Well,
the Lamborghini?
has anyone
I don't
actually
know
got
if
a
anybody.
preference to which one they want to run? So if we can just pick which one we
Have you driven
prefer,
the Chevron yet, Kiwi? When you got it?
No, I only haven't turned Forza on since Rebecca got it, so.
What about you,
Yeah,
Anime?
doing fucking mansion shit last night with the boy
I haven't driven it in a while.
for his mansion. Apparently, if you land your helicopter on top of the mansion, then it's invincible now, apart from the rotors.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Oh.
I brought the same one as Troy to find one.
Yeah.
The skyline's so good over that curb.
Yeah. When we tested on road Atlanta, I think it's one of the best cars across the curbs there I've felt. So it soaks them up real nice.
Must have some really decent ground clearance. Look like a hell of a launch out of that corner. With the settings I've changed, my god, this car's so direct now. I'm a little bit concerned that it could be too quick, but we haven't actually put decent times down yet to...
Alright.
Oh, same as what I did before. I don't know. Too far over. Too much of a liberty on that curb this time. God damn it. I was in the wrong gear. Oh. Survived.
Much better at that corner when I was following you through it. That seems to be the one that I keep fucking up.
No.
I know, that was a pretty fun battle. If it's going to be like that between the two cars, it's going to be great.
Alright, I have a track request for the Chevron. Say, since it's an old school car, someplace old school seems to make sense. So, like what?
Brands Hatch.
Brands Hatch or
Lime Rock?
I don't know if Kiwi wants to do laps around Lime Rock with it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I don't have to operate any machinery for the rest of the day.
Here, I'll set it to this fucking thing.
I think I have to take a bunch of shit out of mine.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
That's
because
the thing, I can like reset it to default and try it like that, I guess. 'Cause that's the main thing that's kind of annoying with this. We just have to figure out how we were gonna like share a tune or make a tune, and you'll see the only thing you need to add to it is the drive shaft, because that doesn't change the PI. Other than that, it be
What
stock.
about the people who don't bother to get the car, though? That's the problem. If
Yeah, that's the
we...
thing is we'd want to tell people now, and then probably host like a Thursday night thing or something where we race around the Nordschleife with a Janetta or something that's easy to drive. Like giving people enough warning. That's like, I mean, you know, how did Becky get it? Did she actually drive it, or did she just use the auto drive thing to?
The auto drive.
Yeah, so if the auto drive works for it, then we can just tell people that. Like, if you don't want to do it, then holy shit, this thing went 207 laps on a tank of fuel.
She used to. She
Mine
used
only
to
says
E-Class
116.
Escort and it did it. Like, I
Yeah,
think it was like a 10-minute lap or something. It's doing faster laps than I do anyway. So
yeah.
Oh, it hadn't loaded me into.
Yeah, I just set it to 3 laps by itself.
Yeah. That's interesting. Its default brake stuff is 48% balance and 110% pressure.
Perfect.
Like it's a little understeery out of the box. Like for what I did for mine before was like I just added some front aero. I think I added a little bit of accel in the diff. And other than that, it drives pretty good. I mean, again, if we were going to do some enduros, we'd probably want to see what the tire wear thing was like. Because typically understeery cars punish the controller more. Not always though, but oh, fucking curb.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Like there's a few ways we could do it too. We could have just one tune with different brake pressures. We could have two tunes with different brake pressures, like one that's just like stable setup and one that's got a little bit of aero in the nose and rotates a little bit better. But, you know, gearing wise and all the rest of the stuff is just the same. So we did fiddle around with it one night, me and Ross, and I think you fiddled around with the roll center and stuff more than I did. I did a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I know you said that, like there definitely is some speed defined, but it doesn't make the car drive better. It just is faster.
How much fuel you got in your car, Morbid?
60 laps worth. Looks like about 28%.
Alright, that's probably why I'm so much faster.
Yeah, it says 28.1% right now. Let's see, I tested it with the Escort motor, and it appears that changing the motor also changes the fuel tank size. Because like it takes less time to fill up with the Escort motor than it does with the BMW motor. So I was hoping, like it was just like the reason why I got so many fewer laps was because it had such worse fuel consumption. but it would make using the escort motor interesting as far as how much fuel you had to carry, but it doesn't really seem like it matters, so I scrapped that idea. It's got 30 extra horsepower or something, and I don't really feel like when I drive this thing that like, this thing needs 30 more horsepower. Not that it would hurt it either, really, I guess, but I don't think power is the issue at all. We could maybe change the gears a little bit too, if we were going to do a shared tune. Like, we'd probably want to put together the track list a little bit and see where we were taking it, and then get an idea from there. Whether it needs to have a long fifth or not. How much fuel did you drop down to?
I put only just 5% of fuel in when we started.
Fortunately, though, like, we were to run, even for the hour-long races, you'd still probably just put like a, 30% of a tank in or something like that, so we wouldn't really have any situation where there'd be much of a full fuel load versus empty thing.
Well, 5% of fuel. I just did 10 laps.
Yeah.
If you did, do the cut in this on this track, you can save yourself 4 seconds. Oh shit! Anime, you stuck in the pits?
I had just hit the wall as I went to turn in. It didn't quite bite when I went to do the little swerve at full throttle.
Alright, have we got a feel for it enough? We want to drive someplace else and do a little race or something?
So let me finish this lap. Felt pretty good, that one. Yeah, I'm done for, what, 10 lap brave somewhere. I'm thinking though, should we just, like, put our cars back to stock rather than have tunes on them?
Oh, I already did that. I thought I said earlier that we should do that.
All right, I must have misheard that bit. I will save that tune then. Oh, I've
Yeah,
actually. Oh no, yeah, I do have air edit changes and gear changes. Save.
Oh, that
'Cause
makes
that-
me feel less bad then. I was like, what the fuck? How's he doing? Like, how did I go that much faster than what I just got? Like, the stock gears are kind of awkward there. Like I say, we could, if we're gonna have to come up with a like locked shared tune, then it doesn't have to be stock if we didn't want it to be. Or like I say, we could have
yeah.
stock one and have a, like I say, like a stable tune and whatever, and a few that are basically just like diff and. I mean, like the only problem with doing that is then we've got to come up with brake pressures for each one of them too. Which I mean, it's fine, especially if because we have to have multiple people sharing the tunes. So it's not like one person's got to have 40 tunes for the thing or something. So, yeah. Makes sense to do it at some of the old school style circuits. At least on the like, we'll have a little bit different problem than normal with this car, where if people forget to check their fuel, then they like won't have enough to finish the race or whatever. Whereas this thing, that'll pretty much never be a problem. They just have enough fuel for the next 3 races.
They could accidentally overfuel though and have a really heavy car.
Yeah, like, it'd make them slower, but at least they wouldn't have to stop, you know? Like,
Uh-oh, I'm turning the steering wheel, but the wheels aren't moving. There we go.
it was funny the other night, that one race, and you're like, oh, something's gonna happen, and like, right
Oh my
as...
god.
No. Like, right as you said that, I noticed that the guy's wheel was turned. I was like, well, by the time I've noticed this, it's definitely too late to tell him and have him fix it.
That did better than I expected. It is pretty quick still, though, isn't it? It's,
Yeah. Like, it's not fast, but it's also not slow. Doesn't have much power, and like the way it drives kind of understeery, and like it's hard to loosen it up with the throttle, makes it feel a little bit slower.
Straight on head view, it feels fucking real fast.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, it feels plenty quick in the cockpit.
No, I shouldn't be trying to change camera angles. I'll fucking drive off the track.
oh, who's that guy that we used to race on AC with? Who used to go out there quite often. Is he still out there?
Yeah, big monkey.
Yeah, monkey is it. He's like that patch of grass.
So the Adriel guy was kind of like him in a way.
Yeah, a little bit.
'Cause I mean, his
Very
racecraft was better. He didn't run into anybody, but like, you know, shows up, throws in an impressive qualifying lap, and then just drives off the track somewhere. And he was on pole for 3 races and only won one of them. He should have been on pole for the 4th one, but he fucked it up.
Yeah, he was
I feel
super
kind of
quick.
bad because if it wasn't for him, Calvin probably still would have won, or it would have been closer. Because in the first 2 races, I think it was, I won and Calvin got 3rd because that guy was in between. And the reason why I won was because he fucked it each time. You know, like, bringing in random people for the championship round is not always the. But at the same time, when we only have 6 people, it's also kind of not great to tell people to fuck off for a week.
When on that last qualifying session, when someone says, "Oh look, a random joined," no one said anything, and I was like, "I don't really want a random in here just before the last race is gonna start."
Yeah.
So I was like,
Well,
"Vote to kick that shit."
and
And then it was until he was already gone,
yeah,
and
and he
he
was like,
said
no,
something.
he was racing with us, but yeah, but the thing is that he also, that Kit Kat guy was also his friend and wanted to race or whatever, but he never joined the party or anything, which to be fair, like, I don't know whether he sent him an invite or what, and then it turns out he was running into the bra guy in both of the first 2 races. So it's like, no, you already brought one friend in who's been bonking into people, we're not going to bring in another one for the final, like, you can race next week, I guess. Definitely feels faster here than it does at some places we've run it.
What kind of lap times you
Makes
guys
sense,
doing?
I guess, you know, smaller, narrower. I don't know if I've even got a good
Low
one.
36s.
Yeah. 36.4 right now, but I'm pretty sure my last one was green. It was just dirty somewhere.
Yeah, same.
I'm doing 35 freeze.
I don't know if I've really got a good one yet. Actually, because I've been rambling, but.
I've got splits for a high 35. See if I can hold it together.
I wish I had one more lap. Starting to figure it out. It's like, since it's low on grip, it doesn't really like being pushed, like overdriven very much.
Yeah. Alright, low 35.
Nice.
I had a 35.6 or something on that one that was dirtied from the fucking turn 2. Or 3, I guess it is.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad. Got it?
Happened kind of weird.
Good save, though. Jesus Christ, turn. Don't know about YouTube, but mine didn't know when I turn into the last corner.
Seems to not like trail braking as much.
I thought the opposite. I thought you pretty much have to trail brake with this car.
No. Definitely has a draft, but it's not like a super powerful one or anything. Which may be a good thing after this season.
They cut that final corner. Looking at the wrong line. 15.666 dirty.
Oh. Damn you, right-hand drive.
quite easy to lock up this when you try when you if you're getting a bit too deep. You
Yeah.
panic a little bit. They do lock up.
That would be one thing that would be kind of inconvenient about having to do locked tunes. Like, obviously we can make ones for different brake pressures, but that's something that ideally we'd be able to leave open for people to choose their own brake pressures and balances.
Well, if it's the TAG who posts it, if someone wants a change or a different pressure, they could just request it and then we could just upload it with one.
Alright.
I looked in my mirror, not where I was going. Turn somewhere eventually. Fuck, but
It's not the easiest to drive though. It definitely needs some
Yeah.
finesse.
Like, it's easier to drive relative to the, like, the 512S, the 917 and stuff,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
It's definitely going to make for some mistakes.
Right. Alright, then we want to try the Lamborghini.
which Lamborghini machine is this?
The 2020 STO.
Oh, I have a build on this car. Probably not the build on this car, but you know.
Let me know when you guys are ready and I can reach off the parts.
I'm all set.
Huey, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, it's got a race fuel system and race exhaust. And nothing in the engine. Platform handling has race sway bars, weight reduction, and roll cage. Got race tires and max width on the front. So you'll probably have to update your build a little bit too, Ross. They added wheels to it, so it's got Momo Hyper, or sorry, Oz Hyper GT LT.
Yeah.
Okay.
race clutch, sport drive line, race diff.
Which wheels was it, sorry?
Still, I'm still trying to find
The
it.
Hyper
was
GTL?
Hyper GTLT, I think, or yeah,
Hyper GT HLT, I think is it called.
HLT, yeah.
Not that it would have made any difference because it's not changed to PI or weight.
Where's
Yeah.
the drivetrain?
Race clutch, sport drive line, race diff. And then race bumpers and street hood. It shows those wheels because they have like a lip that you can paint black to like match with the tires, so they don't look like you're running fucking dubs on a race car quite as bad as some of the other wheels do.
And where are we driving these things?
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody have a request or anything?
I might as well do it here while we're here, right?
Sure. Let me change the panner cut. Let's see, for tune stuff, oh, I got 28 for tires. My bars are 20 and 25. And then for aero, I'm like 92% in the front. I'm 350 and 350. It's definitely not a car where you just want to max the front and min the rear. Like that makes it too unstable. So for me, that 35-40% difference, or rear 35-40% lower on the bars than the front seems to be about the sweet spot. Soft on since I was dealing with that.
This will probably be my last session, I expect, because it's starting to get late here.
Yeah. That feels so much sharper than the Chevron does.
How's it going, Seven?
Oh, pretty good.
I feel a little bit weird on the way into turn 1. Like, it is a big thing in this car's favor that we wouldn't have to figure out what to do with a tune for it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Was a dirty 11.9.
Yeah.
Damn, Kiwi, nice lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely cut the fucking bottom into the straight.
Oh, motherfucker.
Alright, somebody can read 7 off the build for I fiddle with something for a second. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce to be honest, but I can read that off real quick. 7. Are you ready?
Righty. Yep.
Okay, so fuel system, race, and exhaust race.
All right.
And then in platform and handling, stock springs, but the bars are both race.
All right.
Weight reduction is race, and a race roll cage.
Cool.
Race tires with 275 on the front, stock rear.
Alrighty.
And then the wheels are Oz Hyper GT HLTs.
All right.
Then you got a race clutch, race diff.
Cool.
Then race front and rear bumper and a street hood.
Perfect.
Should be at PI 838.
Yep.
Perfect. That's the one.
Thank
Alright,
you,
guys. No problem. I will catch you guys. If we're gonna vote for this tonight, I vote for the Lambo. I think it's just gonna be easier because everyone's obviously gonna have the Lambo, and with the limited tuning, it could be kind of fun. So we don't have to mess around with that stock tune stuff. I mean, the only thing you can change is the diff and the brakes, really, and the roll bars. That's all stuff which is kind of
The
preference.
Lambo's been the easiest to keep up with. For me, anyway, so far.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, have a good one, and I'll catch you probably over the weekend.
All
If
right.
not, I'll catch you guys Monday.
Yep. Should I, Russ?
See you later,
Take it
guys.
easy.